Hello everyone, welcome to Swimmer's Edge Yoga. We're here for our Wednesday practice. We're glad you could join us. If you're new to Swimmer's Edge, we're glad that you're here. If you have questions about our practice, remember you can use the chat board live during our webinar, or you can use it and give us a shout on email, swimmersedgeyoga@gmail.com. If you have some questions about poses or specific body parts that maybe you have an injury or some concern about how the class goes. And remember, always listen to your body. It's your practice. We're hoping that you get what you need out of it. Maybe it's more mobility, maybe it's recovery, maybe it's some strength in some areas that are weaker for your core connection to your limbs. Whatever it is, we're hoping that you get what you need out of it. So do let us know if there's something we can help you with. We're going to come down to our mats today in a seated position. So go ahead and get comfortable, whatever crisscross leg position or seated position is comfortable for you. Most of us start in half lotus with one foot up on top of our lap. As you sit there, remember one foot up towards the ceiling. We're working on hip flexibility here, so move some of that flesh away from your sits bones and sit up real tall with your torso, lengthening your spine. Today we're going to think about our breath. We're going to concentrate on using our breath to deepen our mobility, to deepen our stretch. So if there's a forward fold or an extended core position, use your breath to help you through that pose, to get a little deeper maybe. Every time you exhale, deepen that pose, or breathe when you're feeling a little bit taxed. So if you're in a pose where you'd like to step out of the pose, maybe just breathe. Concentrate on calming your breath and clearing your mind while you hold that pose until it's finished. But again, do your practice for you. Don't take anything past your edge. That's why we're Swimmer's Edge Yoga. Make sure that you're honoring your own body in your practice. So sitting up super tall, like I said, spine is lengthened, shoulders, big swimmer shoulders down away from your ears. Chin is parallel to the floor. Hands are on your lap wherever they're comfortable. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. And then start noticing your breath. Begin to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Maybe start to lengthen your inhale. Slow down that exhale. Feel that air come in through your nose. And then notice that air as it leaves your mouth. You can even press the air out just a little bit. You might even hear a sound of your breath as you exhale. Use your core, squeeze it all out. Big chest breaths. Get those lungs, the rib cage all expanded. Exhale it out. As you inhale, fill your belly with air too. Feel your lungs expand, your chest expand. And exhale. We'll extend our arms, start to activate the strength in our arms. Again, staying seated real tall, firmly planted, grounded on the floor. Inhale, lift your hands. Make your inhale last the entire length of that motion. And then when you're ready to exhale, make the exhale last the duration of that motion also. So just go with your own breath here. Drop your chin to your chest when you're at the end, fingertips on the floor. Inhale, lift. Keep your eyes closed. Just try to notice your inhale lasting the whole time your hands are moving. And your exhale lasts the whole time you lower the hands to the floor. Okay, just focus here on your breath. Make that motion last the breath. Chin to chest when you get to the bottom. Face to the ceiling when you get to the top. Good. Strong through that torso, lengthen it up. We'll stay when you reach the top. Let's stay there together. Press those palms together. Really reach toward the ceiling. Then we're going to drop that right hand down towards the floor, leaning over towards the right side of the room with the left hand. Now a gentle lean is fine, or you can bring that elbow down towards the floor Really reach away from the body, extend that right hand, keep the the left shoulder is towards the ceiling. That left hand is reaching towards the right side of the room. Down on that right arm. Just breathe here. Notice your hips and how they feel. Press that left hip into the ground. One more breath. With your inhale, we'll lift up. Exhale over to the left side. Extend the right hand towards the left wall. Right shoulder is towards the ceiling. Now you can be high in that hand, that's fine. Or come down into that elbow. You can take your gaze or the way you're looking towards the ceiling if you want. Feel that stretch through those lats. Do a lot of work in the pool. Let's open those up. Good. We're going to go and flow with this now. So moving with your breath. Inhale, push off that left hand. Switching to the right hand. Exhale to the arm. Now make this breath last the duration of the movement. Good. Concentrate on your breath as you inhale, and as you exhale, extend that hand towards the side of the room. So inhaling, lift. And exhale as you sink into it. Good. Maybe 2 more times. Feel that stretch in your lat. You can actively think about it. Just take your focus to that whole side body. Extend up through your armpit, through your waist. Find that length down to your hip bone. Good. That whole length can be yours. You can find all of that mobility. That's great. And we'll come up to seated. Let's crisscross our legs the opposite way. So take the other foot on top of your lap. Sitting up, we're going to put our hands onto our knees and round our back, drop our chin to our chest, concave through that belly. Inhale, we're going to come on up, lift the face, lift the chest, press it forward. Exhale to cat, back. You get the idea. Inhale up to that cow, back bend. Exhale to cat. Good. Making some more room here. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to do a few Kundalini rolls. So getting your waist warmed up, we're going to bend all the way forward and then dip a shoulder and come back up. So making figure eights, dipping one shoulder down and kind of rounding like a circle. Just get really into that waist motion. You can come far back behind you. You can switch directions. Just kind of play with it. It doesn't matter how it looks, even if you don't feel like you're quite doing it right. It's not a right or wrong. Just rounding out the torso, actually moving our internal organs to waking those up. That's great. We're going to extend our legs out long. Let's take our right knee and bend it. Bring it close to your body. Hold on tight to it. Flex the left foot towards the ceiling and sit up tall. Now just hang out here. Use your breath. Find some relaxation, some quiet. Close your eyes. Sitting up so tall, relax those shoulders, but engage that core, lengthen through your spine. Great, now when you feel strong and ready with that left foot staying flexed and the knee close to your body, extend the hands. Good, strong through that torso. Inhale, lift your hands up tall, returning towards that right knee. Drop the left hand past the knee and the right hand behind your shoulder. Now you can apply some leverage with that left arm if you want, but stay upright with the torso. If you want to lift that left hand, spread the fingers, stretch the hand, looking over that right shoulder. Keep breathing. We're going to stay here. So with every exhale, see if you can twist just a little deeper, but not past your edge. Lengthen with the inhale. Exhale with the twist. Good. Coming back to center. Let's open up that right leg. So a little hip opener. Push that foot into the left thigh or groin. Lift those left feet towards the ceiling, that left toes rather. Take those arms outstretched. Inhale, lift them up. Now we're pushing our belly forward. It's a forward fold, so move your belly over your thigh. Now don't try to aim for being as low with your head as you can. Aim for being as forward with your arms as you can while keeping those toes towards the ceiling. Relax your head and neck now. Just relax, looking down maybe. You can come closer towards the knee if you'd like, but keep that flat back. That forward motion is needed over the foot. Good. Now just breathe. With your inhale, maybe you release the stretch a little bit. With your exhale, deepen into it. Feel those hamstrings. Give them a little bit of a challenge, but don't take it past that point of good stretch. Inhaling, lift. If you notice a little bit of tingling in your foot or leg, you're probably compressing a vertebrae. So start up a little taller. Don't pinch any nerves there. Start up a little taller, lengthen, push out over your belly, over your lap, and then release that head again. Good. A little more with that breath. And release. Good. We're switching legs now, so go ahead and extend the right leg. We'll bring that left knee up into the chest. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side, so you know the idea. Pull the foot right into as close to the body as you can. Flip those right toes, flex them back towards your face if you're able. You'll notice your calf engage, the quad engages. Sit up tall, strong through your core. Think about that waist. Shoulders are relaxed. Extend the arms. Inhale, lift. Good. Turn towards that left knee. Right arm comes past the knee. It's your choice. You can lift the hand, but we're looking out over that left shoulder, sitting up tall. Maybe you're pressed onto the fingertips. Maybe you can plant your palm, bringing that hand close to the body. Flex through that right foot. Coaches, as you look around the room, really check for the flexed toes in the right leg and the upright sitting position. That's great. Coming back to center, go ahead and press that left foot right into your quad, into the groin there. Lift those left toes. Beautiful. With our inhale, lift those hands. Exhale, fold into it right over that right leg. Don't lean centrally, just stay over that right leg. Drop the head, relax the head, and play with it here. What can you do with your breath? As you inhale, release the stretch. As you exhale, deepen it up a little bit. Good. Inhale, release. Exhale, deepen. Maybe you're not coming as far forward as I'm doing. It's fine. You should be honoring your own body. If you're more upright, still continue to deepen that stretch, right? You just inhale, lift, and exhale, forward fold. Push your torso over your thigh. Maybe you can come even deeper or take hold of a block past your foot. Find your own practice today. Good. Coming back to center, let's go ahead and try a butterfly stretch. So the soles of our feet are pushed together. Grab onto the fronts of your ankles. Really actively push those knees down towards the mat. We're sitting up super tall. Strong through that core. Feel your spine. You might even have to lean back. We have a tendency to lean forward when we're sitting upright here in this butterfly stretch. Push your knees down. If you're sitting with your knees quite a bit upright, push your feet out just a little farther and see if you can bring those knees down to the ground. Good. Let's try this fold. So inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, push your belly and chest over your feet. Good. Inhale, lift it up. Getting into those groins. Great for the breaststrokers. Probably more simple for those breaststrokers, but good for all of us. We need hip mobility to have effective, strong, powerful kicks and push-offs and starts and strokes. So really get into that edge. Inhaling, lift it up a little bit. Exhale, deepen the fold. You can send those elbows out over the knees. That will help press them down, relaxing your neck. Your inhale, lift. Let's move with your breath here. Exhale, deepen the fold. Good. Really feeling it in those groins. Find your edge. Let's take it right up to that edge on this next fold. Find that depth. See where that edge is. Breathe. Don't take it past. Just explore the edge. Good. We don't need any inflammation or injury, right? We all have to swim later today or tomorrow. So this is about helping our swimming, improving our mobility, improving our recovery in these areas, getting some room in our bodies so that we can jump back in the pool. And up we go. Let's come into tabletop. So all fours, wrists underneath our shoulders, knees right underneath our hips. Air underneath your palms. Inhale, push your belly down, lift your tailbone, lift your face. Exhale, push up through your back, drop your top of your head. Good, you know how cat-cow goes, so lifting your face, lifting your tailbone. Exhale up into cat. Really make sure that those hands are right underneath your shoulders. And that you let that head go down when you get to cat. Lift the face, lift the tailbone. One more time. Good. Let's drop our elbows down onto the floor right where our hands were. So our hips are high. We're going to push our hands out straight so that our arms stay parallel and leave our hips high up in the air for puppy. So pressing your chest down towards the floor. You should feel this probably in your shoulders, a little bit in your traps, little chest, armpit area, maybe even all the way down to your waist, depending on how much you're pressing that face down to the floor. You can lift your face forward with your hips high. Just enjoy the stretch there. Release. Play with it a little bit. Good. We'll carefully come back up. Walk those hands underneath you. Strong through your core now, like you have a little cousin sitting on your back or something like that, and you don't want them to fall off, some little person up there. Strong through your core, like someone's going to give you a punch in your belly. Draw that navel up towards the spine. Nice flat back. Coaches, look around the room. Sometimes when we think we have a flat back, we don't quite. So help people out a little bit. With our inhale, let's lift that hand up towards the sky. We'll go left hand first, if you're not doing that already. And exhale, thread it underneath towards the right side of the room. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Doesn't matter what side you started with, just so that we get them both. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's stay there. We'll extend our right hand up towards the ceiling. Don't put weight in your head and neck. Put it into your shoulder. Play with how you're leaning on that shoulder. Push into it a little bit. Feel that stretch. You can turn your thumb towards the back of the room and drop the back side of your hand behind you in a half bind with that right shoulder towards the ceiling. Good. Press into your hands. Come back up through tabletop. We'll go to the other side. Find that flat, strong back. Strong through the core. Inhale, lift that right hand. Exhale, thread underneath. Reach away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread beneath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread underneath. Great. Push into that shoulder. Extend the left hand towards the ceiling. Fingers are spread apart. Turn the thumb towards the back of the room. Drop the back side of the hand behind your back. Opening that left shoulder towards the ceiling. Lean into the right shoulder. Good. Feel that weight. Push into that right shoulder. Lifting that left shoulder up towards the ceiling. Trying to open that chest as much as you can. Good. Okay, we'll carefully bring that hand back down to the floor. Let's go ahead and press into our first down dog. So curl your toes, lifting them up into that first down dog. Maybe pedal in, take your time, twist into your hips a little bit. Find that first good down dog position. The chest is pressed towards our thighs. So pressing it in there. Feel those deltoids, biceps framing your ears. Relax your head and neck. Fingers are pointed forward, hands are pointed forward. Actually, your peace fingers should be the two fingers that are pointed forward. So take a peek. Coaches, if you see that trapezoid position, right, where the head is forward, it's about pushing with the hands, bringing that head between our biceps and pushing our chest towards our thighs. Good job, swimmers. Okay, find that space. We're going to inhale our right knee to our chest and hover. Draw that knee up really close. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale the left knee to chest, hover, strong through your core. Exhale, step it back. So we're strong in our core, strong in our arms. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now you can stay here, inhaling the left. We'll go a couple more times. And if you want to, you can add that three-legged down dog to the end of that. So inhale that right knee to the chest and exhale that leg to the ceiling. Good, and then lower it back down to the floor. Inhale, left knee to chest. Do this well. Exhale, right up to the ceiling. press that right foot down. And back down to down dog. Inhale, right knee to the chest. One more time. All the way up to 3-point down dog. This time step through to a nice low lunge. This is a super place for blocks or pull boys. If you don't have a block, all of us have a pull boy, don't we? You can use those. They're the same height. Just turn them on their sides and find that position. Hips are lower than your chest. Face is forward. Look at your toes of your right foot. Make sure they're forward. The knee is tracking forward. Nice 90-degree angle. Alignment is key. Breathe here. Strong through those hips. We'll lower the left knee down. With our inhale, we're going to come up into crescent moon. So a little back bend, lift the hands. Exhale, return the hands to the floor. Inhale, sink the hips. Exhale, lower the face towards the knee as we straighten that right leg. Good. Inhale, back to that low lunge. Coming back up off of those knees, we're going to step forward into forward fold. So just dangling here in that forward fold. Nice, easy forward fold. Let's put our palms underneath our hands. Our palms underneath our hands. Palms underneath our feet. Drop the top of your head. Lots of bend in the knees to get there for some of us. So bring that belly right down to your thighs. With your inhale, lift up the hips. Keep the hands underneath the feet. So this is gorilla. Inhale, lower. Exhale, extend those hips. Inhale, lower them down. Exhale, lift them up to the ceiling. One more time. Just find that nice forward fold. Relax through the head and neck. Then we'll remove those hands. We're going to inhale tall to stand. Little back bend when you're up in mountain pose. Exhale, lower it down. Swan diver bow. We'll inhale up to monkey. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. We'll step back with our right foot into low lunge. So finding that same position that we were on the other side. Strong through that core. Lifting those shoulders. Extending through the back leg. Nice 90-degree angle with that front leg. Good. One more breath here. With your exhale, we'll lower that right knee down. Inhale, sweep those hands up. Little back bend. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, shift the hips back, lift the left toes. Exhale, lower that forehead over your knee. Try to press into that nice flat back. So those left toes are lifted, left leg is straight. Good. Inhale forward, coming back up into that low lunge. You can move the blocks out of the way and step back to plank. So find that strong plank, core is engaged. Wrists right underneath those shoulders before you chaturanga or yoga push-up. So elbows close, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale all the way back up to down dog. Awesome. Let's go ahead with that 3-point down dog again. Let's inhale our left foot tall this time. We'll step all the way through to low lunge. And then with our balance in place, let's sweep up to crescent lunge. Woo! Balance on that one. I had a little lotion on my foot and I slipped. So lifting up with those hands. Good. Reach for the sky. We'll exhale, lower them down to the floor. Step forward to forward fold. Drop the top of the head. Inhale, tall to stand. Exhale with your fold. Inhale to monkey. Exhale back into that fold. This time step back with your left foot. Find that balance. Sweep up with your inhale to crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, lower it down. We'll step back to plank. Or kneeling plank. You can take a kneeling plank. Chaturanga down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale all the way back up to down dog. Good. Inhale the right foot tall. Let's bend into that knee. Drop that foot behind you. Looking underneath the right armpit. Good. We're going to step wide outside of the right foot, the right hand. So it should look like left hand, right foot, and lizard out front on your mat. Good. Enjoy the stretch. Let's midline both of our hands so that there's room for our left foot. Take a big breath in. With your exhale, step forward. Wide step. We'll come down into yoga squat. So dropping those hips, pressing the hands into prayer. Inhale, big standing tall. Exhale, fold, wide-legged fold a little bit. Inhale, that wide-legged monkey. Exhale, fold. We're going to step back with the left and then the right to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale all the way up to down dog. Good. We'll inhale that left foot tall, bend into the knee, look underneath the armpit, twisted down dog. We're going to step wide outside the left hand for lizard. Chest is lifted. It's okay to be on blocks in lizard also, just so that that left knee is wider than the hands. Good. Big breath in. We're stepping forward to yoga squat. Lower the hips. Hands come to heart. Good. Press those knees open wide. Again, inhale, standing tall. Let's heel toe our feet closer. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand and banana stretch over towards the right. Good. Coming back up tall. Taking hold of the right hand with the left, banana to the left. Good. Coming back to the front of the room, we'll swan dive. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, fold. We'll step back with our right and then our left. Chaturanga down. Inhale to cobra, or maybe you're pressing up to up dog. Exhale all the way to down dog. Good. We'll inhale that right foot tall. This time we're going to bend into our knee with our foot flat towards the floor, scorpion. Just a few little pumps there through the glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We're going to tuck that knee close to the chest, hover, press into the back, and then step through. We're going to come up to warrior two. So drop that back heel down, windmill those arms forward, looking out over the front hand. Good form here. Tuck those hips underneath the shoulders, bring them right underneath. Inhale, lift them up, reverse. Exhale, let's sink over to side angle. So the right elbow to right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, really get that back bend. Exhale, side angle, extend that left hand to the wall. One more time, reverse. And come into that side angle, we'll hold it now. Use your breath. You can hang out here, breathing, opening that shoulder towards the ceiling. Or you can take that hand behind you like we did in tabletop with that half bind. Maybe you can hold on to your thigh. Or if you want, you're coming into full binds and practicing full binds. Extend that right hand underneath your left thigh and take hold of that left hand behind you. But really sink into your hip if you're going to hang out there in that full bind. Good. We'll pivot towards the front of the mat, no matter which pose you're in. Frame your foot. We'll step all the way back, and it's your choice. Either finish that low flow or take a rest. Chaturanga down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale all the way up to down dog. Great. We'll inhale that left foot tall this time. Bend into the knee. 5 good pumps toward the ceiling in scorpion. 2, 3, 4. Now hover, round the back, tuck that knee in, step all the way through, windmill all the way up to warrior two. Strong into those knees, bend into them. Look out over that front hand. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to left knee, sink the hips. Now just pivot on your torso. Don't stand up and be, that way. Just pivot the torso in that reverse to side angle. The hips stay in that same strong position. Good, now hang out in side angle. It's your choice if you want to take that half bind behind your back or sinking into that full bind, lowering the hips. Awesome. We'll frame the foot out front. We're going to step forward this time into that forward fold. Drop the top of the head, engage the fold. Move your hips. A lot of times we stand with our hips behind us. Lean a little forward. Feel the weight of your body shift into the fronts of your feet a little bit. Inhale all the way tall to stand. Let's go and try a little bit of balance. Okay, coming into that strong mountain pose. Shoulders are away from our ears but behind us. Hips are tucked under the shoulders. A little bend in the knees. With our inhale, let's go ahead and raise our hands. We'll lift our right foot off the floor, standing on the left, coming into stork. Good, strong through stork here. Raise that knee, strong through the core. Exhale, lower it down. Good, shake it out a little bit. Find that strength, the weight of your body shifting into the right foot. And we'll lift into that left knee. Strong through the core. Keep breathing. If you want to add a little more challenge, if this isn't much for you, close your eyes. Awesome. I'm going to come back to the front of my mat. We're going to go back into stork one more time, but we're going to be stepping back into a lunge, kind of a high lunge. So get ready for that. With your inhale, lift your hands, little back bend. Exhale, lower them down to your side. With your inhale, lifting that right knee up, coming into stork. Good, find that strong stork. We're gonna step all the way back to the mat into that crescent lunge. So lifting the hands high on the back toes. Good work. Let's take our hands down to our thighs. So you've got your right and left hand on your left leg. And then you can open behind you with your hand, holding into that balance on that crescent lunge. Looking over that back shoulder if you're able. Good, strong. Let's bring the hands back down to the floor. We'll step back to plank. Your choice, plank or kneeling plank, or don't finish the low flow, take a rest. Inhale to cobra. Exhale all the way up to down dog. Now we'll walk, step, or jump to the front. Inhale all the way tall, little back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, fold. One more time, sweep up tall. And we're gonna lift into stork. So lifting up out of that right knee this time. Oops, I switched legs, sorry. Lifting up out of the left knee. Ay, ay, ay. So switching legs, we've got that left knee up in the air. We're gonna step all the way back to that crescent lunge. Good, strong through crescent. Hands come down to your thigh. You're gonna open to the back of the room with the right hand, looking over that right shoulder. Nice. And we'll come back to center. Great, let's step back to plank, finish that chaturanga, and we're gonna roll onto our backs. Coming down onto our back side, let's get a little bit of core here. So bring your knees bent. We're gonna tickle the backs of our heels. Shoulders are rounded out so that your weight is on your shoulders, not on your head or neck. We're gonna just move with our breath here. We're gonna think about strong feet, pressing with our feet, lifting our hips into flowing bridge. So really round out on those shoulders. If you want, you can interlace your hands underneath your back. Exhale, lower it down the hips. Move with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Coaches, those knees should not open up when the hips lift. Swimmers, leave those knees parallel to one another as you lift and lower. Good. You can press underneath your hips. Feel the challenge of how high you can really get them. And lower them down. Good. Good. Let's take our legs up the wall. So lifting those feet towards the ceiling. Flexing into the feet so that your toes are kind of pointed down towards your face. You can hold on to the backs of your legs. Press your low back down to the floor. Good. We're going to lower our legs one at a time. So we'll take either our arms can stay here with some holding on, or you can open your arms to a T, or you can put your hands to your side, whatever you want to work on. The T is probably the least amount of arm help. If you want your arms at your side, you can do that too. So take a big breath in. With your exhale, slowly lowering that right leg down to the floor while you leave the left leg up towards the ceiling. There you go. Inhale, lifting it back up. Great. Exhale, lower down the left leg. Right leg stays towards the ceiling. Really concentrate. Inhale, lift. Good. Right leg lowers. Nice job. And left leg lowers. Good, we'll take our knees into our chest. Just take a little breather. We'll open those knees wide. Come back to center. We're going to really grip our knees tightly, bring them as close to your body as you can. But while you're doing that, take your tailbone, right? Those last few vertebrae right at the top of your butt, probably. Bring that tailbone back towards the ground. So roll that butt back towards the mat and still keep those knees tucked in tight. With your inhale, let's lift our head, lift our noses towards our knees. Exhale, lower it down. Good. A little core work here too. Inhale, lift it up, nose to your knees. Keep that tailbone lowered. Exhale, lower it down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Let's take those knees out wide. We're going to reach through our knees, underneath our heels to the outside edge of our feet. You can rock from side to side in happy baby. Great. We'll extend those feet back up to the ceiling again, legs up the wall. This time we're going to open to the sides. Again, you can hold on behind your thighs. The goal is to keep those feet flexed, right? You want to have those toes pointed down towards your face or towards the back of the room. So those quads are tight. Hands can be at your side or in a T. We're going to open those legs wide to a straddle. Hang out there for one breath. And then inhale, lift them up tall. Great. Hold for one breath. And exhale them open. Good work. One breath. Inhale them tall. Strong through those cores. Good job. One more time. One breath. Exhale those open. And back to center. Good. Let's bend into the knees one more time. Take hold of the sides of your feet or your big toes. You can take your peace fingers and hold on to those big toes. Let's open up into a straddle while you're holding on. Good. Relax through your core. Bring those shoulders closer to the mat. And you can rock from side to side in this straddle, happy baby kind of pose. Good. Use your abs. You got to use your abs to do this one. And release it. Awesome. Oh, that's great. Let's go ahead and keep our knees bent. We're going to open our arms out to a T now. Feet are flat on the floor. Let's push your ankles together. We're going to drop our knees tightly together towards the right side. So inhale, lift them up. Big breath. Exhale, lower them to the left. Push them down. Feel that mobility increase in your hips. Keep your shoulders both on the floor though. Just the feet are moving over from side to side. Awesome. We'll upright those knees. Let's cross that right foot over the left knee. Push your right knee forward. You can use your hand to do that. Flex into your right foot. Take a big breath in. With your exhale, bring your left knee up into your chest. Really let all that air out as you bring that knee right close to your body. The right knee stays out to the side of the room and the right foot stays flexed. Just breathe. With every exhale, take it a little past that edge, right? Bring it right up to the edge. Find that spot. Didn't really mean take it past your edge. I meant take it past the last edge, right? Inhale a little bit. Exhale, take it past the last edge. Find a new one. Good job. We'll lower those legs down. We'll uncross. Cross the left foot over the right knee. Open that knee to the side of the room. Flex the left foot. Big breath in. With your exhale, bring that right knee into your chest. Really find your own edge. Now, maybe your edge is a little different on each side. I know mine is. So find that edge on the other leg and then play with it. Inhale a little bit, release. Exhale, deepen it up. Inhale, release. Exhale, deepen it up. Inhale, release. Exhale, deepen it up. Perfect. We'll uncross those legs again. Let's send our legs long. We're going to find some good alignment here on our mat in corpse pose. So your legs are long. Shoulders are still away from the ears. This time though, try to press each shoulder into the mat equally. Even out your hips. Even out your pelvic tilt. It should be neutral, not arched up, not tilted back. Find that neutral spine. Knees are even. Then think about your head and neck. You might be tilting it over to one side or the other. Try to make it that you're on like a spinal board and your head and spine are perfectly in line. Let's take our right hand and put it on our heart, our left hand on our belly. And just concentrate now on closing your eyes and noticing your inhale and exhale. As you inhale, make sure you're filling up your belly with air. Notice the pressure of your lungs against the mat by your back. As you exhale, release all of that. Your back presses against the floor with each breath. Your belly lifts. Really let out all that air with your exhale. Wait till you finish before you inhale the next breath. Now we can take our focus away from our breath. If you like your hands still in that position, that's fine, or you can lower them down to the floor, to the mat. Maybe palms facing up. And with your eyes closed, let's just do a full body scan, taking your thoughts, not thinking about anything else except your body from the tip of your head to the tip of your toe. Every part you pass by, make sure you're relaxing it. So we'll start at the top of our head. Start to relax the muscles of your scalp, back of your head, your face, your lower jaw. As you exhale, relax your shoulders, your collarbone, your chest, your waist. Relax your arms and your hands. Maybe your fingers curl a little bit. Relax your hips and your quads. Relax your knees and your calves, your ankles, your feet. Maybe they fall out to the outside. And go back to that lower jaw. Are you clenching it? Can you relax that lower jaw? Relax your eyes, your cheeks, your forehead. Just take a little time to relax here without any thinking. Focus on actually nothing. If something comes into your mind space, then just acknowledge it and push it out. It can wait for a few more minutes. you can, of course, push pause on the recording and stay a little bit longer in Shavasana. Coaches, it's up to you. Otherwise, you can start wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes a little bit, waking up slightly by maybe bending a knee or two. Press that lower back into the floor, rock it a little bit. Let it lift and lower a few times. Turn our knees to one side or the other and just lay on your side for a moment. And eventually we'll all come up to seated. I'm going to sit on my heels here, pressing my toes into the floor a little bit. You can see a little bit more like this. Give those toes a stretch, really push into each toe. Let's take our hands in front of us. We're going to interlace them. With our inhale, let's lift them up. We'll flip our palms, press our palms away from us, looking up towards the ceiling. With our exhale, we'll flip the palms, push it right out in front of your face, but drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift them up. Good job. Frame your ears. Exhale, lower those hands, flip your palms. You'll be able to see them if you look in front of you, but chin to your chest. One more time. Lift them up. We'll let those arms push the air down. Great. It's my thanks for a super practice. Namaste. I hope that you have a great day. I hope you have a good practice in the pool. If you're headed off to swimming, maybe you just swim tomorrow. So I hope that this was a great practice for recovery for you as well. There's lots of benefits of yoga: strength, mobility, recovery, some mind-body connection for sure, core connection, working on our breath, composure, focus. So we'll hope you'll join us again. We'd love to have you, and we hope that you'll ask any questions that you have of us. Have a great day. Bye-bye.